My name is Saurav, and today we are going to talk about Emaar's already launched community called Emaar the Oasis. Now, let's jump right into it. Right now, I am standing in Emaar's already launched community called Dubai Hills Estate, which was first launched in 2016. At that time, the price per square foot of this project was selling at around 1,000 to 1,200 dirham per square foot. And this is a community which is almost 100 million square foot of area. And this upcoming community of Emaar, which is known as the Oasis by Emaar, this is also going to be around 100 million square foot of area. Now, when we talk about this community, let's understand the location first. This project is exactly located within 10 minutes of vicinity from Al Maktoum International Airport. This airport is going to be the world's largest airport, which will have more than 240 million passenger capacity. Now, when we talk about Dubai South, in Dubai South, Emaar has already planned to launch more than $60 billion of projects. When we talk about the location, it covers Emaar the Oasis, Grand Polo Resort and Club, and an upcoming project by Emaar which will be known as by the Heights, and they have already a ready community over there by the name of Emaar South. Now, let's understand about why someone should invest into Emaar the Oasis. Now, this project was first launched in 2023, and we are talking around 18 months back. At that time, they were selling 4 and 5 bedroom and 6 bedroom independent villas with a starting price of 8.8 million dirhams. Now, when they first announced about this project, they said around 7,000 villas will be launched at that time. But later on, when they recently launched 2 months back their project called the new phase by the name of the Address Tierra, and then they launched Palace Dostera. When they launched these two upcoming phases, they said the number of houses will be reduced to only 3,100 residencies, which means that the space in Emaar the Oasis is almost 100 million square foot, but the residences are very low. And if we talk about Dubai Hills Estate, in Dubai Hills Estate you have more than 20,000 apartments, more than 4,400 townhouses and independent villas. So we are talking huge number of residential units in Dubai Hills Estate, and if we compare it to Emaar the Oasis, the number of houses and residencies are very low. Now, let's understand why someone should invest in Emaar the Oasis. Now, first of all, this community will be only water lagoon facing community, which means either your house will be located towards facing the park, or it will have the facing towards the canal or the lagoon. So this is very unique about this project. And if we talk about Dubai South as a location, there are communities in that area where they are only selling plots at a price point of around 16 million dirhams with a size of around 11,000 square foot of plot. And if you want to build a villa on that particular plot, you have to minimum put around 600 dirham per square foot of built up area. So your price to build a villa will go above 24 million dirham approximately. And if you want to buy an independent villa into this particular project, the starting price in the new phases is around 13.13 million dirham and comes up with an 80-20 payment plan. So you put down the down payment of 20% with the 4% registration fees and follow the payment plan 10% after every 6 months. Now, let's understand why someone should invest into these projects wherein they have phases called by the name of Address and Palace. It's because these are the branded residents. Now, as per the Knight Frank report, they said the branded residents tend to have more appreciation by the time the property is ready. We are talking around 30% appreciation will be more if you have a branded residence. Now, if we talk about Dubai, you have n number of branded residents that keep on coming up in the market, but Address is an hospitality brand, which is one of the best hospitality brands of Dubai. So if you are buying this villa, you are gonna get a branded residence by Address. And if I talk about Address Skyview, which is in downtown, if I talk about all the Address hotels and Address residences which is already located in Dubai, the price per square foot over there for apartment is somewhere around 3,000 to 3,500 dirham per square foot. And they launched an address branded tower in Emaar beachfront. There they were selling with a price per square foot of around 4,000 dirham per square foot at the time of the launch, when I'm talking 1 year back. So if you compared all the circumstances and talk about branded residences, especially address, the price per square foot tends to be always on the higher side, and you get maximum capital appreciation if you have a branded hospitality residence. Now, if we talk about this project, the price per square foot rate is between 1,800 dirham per square foot to 1,900 dirham per square foot. You have average plot size of 10,000 square foot with a built-up area of around 8,000 to 9,000, also going up to 10,000 for a 4 and 5 bedroom independent villas. So they have 4 variants. They have a 4-bedroom independent villa, and they have a 5-bedroom small villa, 5-bedroom large, and 6-bedroom independent villa. Now they have 2 types, wherein in one type you have a basement, and in another type they don't have the basement. So we're going to talk about that more in detail. Now, first understand why someone should invest in this area. So in this area you have communities like Expo 2020, which is an already established community by Expo developer, and right over there the price per square foot rate is around 3,000 dirham per square foot, and that is not even a branded residence. And you have communities around that area like Emaar South, which is already ready. Over there the townhouses are selling at a price point of around 2,600 dirham per square foot. Now you have also communities like in that area there is also a very promising community is getting developed, wherein only they are selling the plots, wherein the prices for the plots are selling at around 11 to 16 million dirham with a size of around 10,000 square foot. Now if you compared all of that, you can understand that in this project you are getting a very promising plot, also a amazing built up size at the same time, and a branded residence from the best developer in the market. Now let's understand from which communities we should compare Emaar the Oasis, as it's already an under construction project. So you have communities like Jumeirah Island, which is by Nakheel, and you have communities like Dubailand Estate, where right now I'm standing, which is also by Emaar, and you have Emirates Hills, and you have one more comparable, which is District 1, which is next to downtown. So if you check all of these communities, you will see one thing in common, which is capital appreciation and the price per square foot. Right now in this community, the price per square foot is ranging between 3,000 dirham per square foot going up to 5,500 dirham per square foot. And when we talk about Emaar the Oasis, in this community you have only 3,100 independent villas, which are only either park facing or only facing towards the water lagoon side. Now when you compare all of these communities which are already handed over, and also talk about Jumeirah Hills Estate, and when you see the prices all around this community, you will find out at least minimum by the time the property is ready, you are expecting between 3,000 to 3,500 dirham per square foot. Remove even the part of the branded residence, which is you are getting in this project Emaar the Oasis. Now let's talk about Emaar the Oasis again. So if you check right now, even if at this particular situation you buy Emaar the Oasis, you are getting at 1,800 dirham per square foot. If you remove the part of address and the palace, at least by the time the property is handed over, you can expect around 3,000 to 3,500 dirham per square foot, which is an appreciation of more than 50 to 60%. Now, as I was mentioning you about Knight Frank, which they already talk about in an article, that if there is a branded residence, the appreciation on the property will be 30% more. So if you compare all of that, the bare minimum appreciation that you can expect is around 100%. So if you are buying something, let's say for around 13.13 million dirham, you can expect it to grow up to 26 million dirham by the time the property is handed over. So now understand what you are getting in this community. You have n number of amenities, from amazing parks, from one of the best water lagoons, and if you are aware about Dubai, you would understand that you have a big problem of the stagnant water. So water is always stuck and it's not moving. That's why you have always the problem inside the community. But this is not the case in this particular project. The water will always be flowing in and it will always be filtering in, and the height of the water is not more than 3 feet. So this makes sure that there is not around the community, you have all the around the community, you have a lifeguard who is looking after the water side, because you will have the kids walking around the community. So this particular constraint is out of the picture. So Emaar has thought about everything in this community. Now let's understand another part. When we talk about this particular project, we'll talk about what is going to be delivered in this project. So you are gonna get a 4, 5 and 6 bedroom independent villa. You have starting price of 13.13 million dirham, going up to 26 million dirham for the highest variant. Now there is one more thing. So if you talk about the market in Dubai in general, you will see that developers are providing you small plot sizes and they are giving you huge built-up sizes. So for example, you have developers in the market who will only give you 1500 square foot of plot, but the built-up will be, let's say, 2400 square foot. But this is not the case in this particular project. So if you have 10,000 square foot of plot, they will give you 8000 square foot of built-up. So there is only 0.8% of the plot that is going to be delivered in terms of the built-up, so which is very unique about this project. Now let's understand what are the branded residences in Dubai which you can compare Emaar the Oasis address branded residences villas and Palace Austera villas. So you have only Ritz-Carlton project, which is located in Jaddaf Creekside. So you have only that project that you can compare in terms of the best hospitality brands and not a normal hospitality brand. Now if you talk about the location, you have an already upcoming project by the name of Palm Jabal Ali, which is just 15 minutes away from this location, wherein more than 100,000 residents will be residing. And next to this project, you have already an upcoming street which is in construction called Al Fay Road. Now let's talk about Al Fay Street. Now this street is going to be exactly next to Emaar the Oasis project. Now because of this street, you are going to have 5 intersections that are located in this particular street. So which will give you better connectivity towards the downtown side, towards the business bay side at the same time. So now let's understand about more details on this project. So now to get you a better understanding about Emaar Oasis, right now I'm standing in the mock-up of the Emaar Oasis project. So this is the whole project. You can see this is the full master plan of the project. So at the beginning, the developer launched this project, Palmera the Oasis. Then they moved to Mirage and La Vita, and then they moved to that side of the project, which is address Villas Tierra and Palace Villas Austera. So in these 2 phases, currently the units are available, and on this side nothing is launched, and on that side nothing is launched till now. So if you see, on that side you have ELIE Street on that side, and this is your Sheikh Zayed bin Hamdan Al Nahyan Street right over here, and on this side you have Emirates Road, and this is where you have gonna have the Al Fay Street, Al Fay Road, where you have the 5 intersections, which will give you a better connectivity towards the downtown. So in this particular phase, you have 4, 5 and 6 bedroom independent villas, 4 bedroom being only one type. Currently you have 5 bedrooms available, which is at a price point of, right now what is available is of around 18 million dirham, with a plot size of 10,000 square foot and a build-up of 10,000 square foot. Comes up with an 80-20 payment plan. You put down 20% down payment with 4% registration, then you pay 10% after every 6 months. So yeah, so this is about the mock-up, and now we're gonna see the doll design of the Emaar Oasis project. So you have different option in the Emaar Oasis. You have, this is the big one, the six bedroom. This is your 5 bedroom, and this is your 5 bedroom large. So these are the options. We are going to explain you over the screen of all the layouts of the project. Then you get a better understanding on the screen. So now let's understand and compare Emaar Oasis with 3 comparable communities in Dubai, and I'm going to start with Dubai Hills Estate. Now this project is just at the center of the city, with having access to Al Khail Street. Now if you want to see the prices, let's compare it and check the prices and see how it worked over a time frame of 3 years, and what are the prices of villas, because in Emaar Oasis you have only 3,100 villas, and let's see the prices, that how the prices went up. Now just to give you an understanding, the prices went up by 18%, 133%, 182, 88%, 72%. And let's see just in details and see the price of this property before and now. So before, in the past, it was selling for 7.8 million dirhams with a size of 8,728 square foot. Right now it's sold for 22.5 million dirham, almost an appreciation of 188%. So and if you want to check other prices, go and check everything. You can see that the prices have went up, and one thing common in the Emaar communities is the appreciation. Now this particular property was sold for 11 million, now sold for 13 million. And this particular phase was not that long ago launched, so it's still over a period of a year. It has an appreciation of 18%, a 40% appreciation, 115% appreciation, 169% appreciation. And these villas are not even branded residence. And as per the Knight Frank report, we have an understanding right now is that branded residents tend to appreciate by 40% by the time the handover is done. Same thing goes for this unit. 8.7 million, now sold for 23.5, appreciation of 169%. This gives you an understanding that Dubai Hills Estate has seen the appreciation, and this is also community of Emaar. Now let's see Emirates Hills, how it worked out in Emirates Hills. So this is one of the very premium location in Dubai, very premium communities of the market, and everyone is aware of this particular market. All the billionaires and net worth individuals, millionaires are living in this community. The one thing is common is the appreciation. 389%, 1114%, 2522%. Now just look into this. It's crazy that someone is able to make 25 times of what he had put in the market. In 2009, 3.3 million, 120 dirham per square foot. Right now selling for 3,090 dirham per square foot. Emaar Oasis is selling for 1,800 dirham per square foot. There is no way you are not making 1,200 dirham per square foot, and this is not even a branded residence. So Emaar Oasis has a lot included into it. It has only exclusive units of 3,100. All the units are branded residence, which gives you another added advantage into your appreciation. This is sold for 89 million dirham with an appreciation of 2,522%, and you can see 389% appreciation. Someone must have bought it for 2008, sold for 1.8 million dirham. Right now sold for 61 million dirham. In 2008 itself, in the same year, it went up 12 times. So this is even faster than a stock market. So now you understand what is Emaar. I'm not saying you're gonna get these kind of crazy returns, but what I'm trying to show it to you that right now still the prices in these communities are edging between 3,100 dirham per square foot, 5,500 dirham per square foot, and there are not branded residents, and this community is a branded residence. There is no chance that the prices are not gonna appreciate in this particular community. So it's a win-win situation. Now let's look into the District 1 community. It is from Nakheel. Now why I'm showing you this, to give you a comparison of all the prime communities of the market and compare it to the Emaar Oasis. Now in this particular community, you can see 63% appreciation, 79% appreciation, 25%, 146%, 53%, 8%. So let's see this one right over here. So what it says to you, previously it was sold in 2022 for 15.6 million dirham. Over the time frame of 3 years, sold it at 38.5 million dirham, 1,200 dirham per square foot. Right now selling for 2,960 dirham per square foot. So there is no way that you're not gonna make money in Emaar Oasis. That is much more better. Branded residences gives you a lot of return into your investment. So this is another thing. Now we get an understanding that all the top communities in the market has this kind of appreciation, and Emaar is not gonna be behind. It will be way higher into the race, and it will get much more returns than all these communities. Now let's see the layouts of the Emaar Oasis, because as per this time you have only two phases available, the address and the palace. So let's first look into the address, and there will be more phases that will be going to be coming up in the future. So you have a 4-bedroom layout, which is of around 9,174 square foot of average plot and built up of 7269 square foot. Now let's look into it, and we have the ground floor with us right now. This 4-bedroom comes with the basement. So if I see it, you have a garage, you have a main entrance, you have a powder room on the right, you have a driver's room, you have attached washroom for the driver room, you have an open majlis, you have a lounge sitting, you have a formal dining area, you have an open kitchen, you have a show kitchen, you have a guest suite downstairs in the ground floor, you have a attached washroom with a guest suite, you have your own private lift, you have a big huge backyard at the back. This is your ground floor. So you can see what you're gonna get with your unit: 1,000 square foot of family living area, 5,500 square foot of open area in the plot. You have a driver's block with private garage access, ensuring ease and exclusivity. So the driver doesn't have to come from the entrance; he has his own private exclusive entrance. So this is your basement, which because 4-bedroom comes with the basement. So you can come with the lift, or you can come with the stairs. Then if you come right over here, you have a heat pump on the down, you have a storeroom. If you come from this side, you have entrance from both of the side. You have a family living area, family dining area, a powder room, a closed kitchen, a maid's room, attached washroom, and the laundry room for the maid. Now you have 650 square foot of open versatile space. You have high functionality kitchen. So you have kitchen on the ground floor, you have kitchen on the basement. Now this is a 4-bedroom with basement, which we are going to talk now the first floor. So I explained the ground floor, the basement, and this is the first floor. Now if you go to the first floor, we come to the lift or come by the stairs, you would see your open space, so you can easily see downstairs to the ground floor. You have a family study room, you have attached balcony to it, you have a master suite, comes with its own walk-in wardrobe, a master bathroom, and an attached washroom and its own private suite. Then you have another bedroom, comes with its own ensuite, own washroom, and then you have another bedroom, comes with its own ensuite. So you have 1, 2, 3 bedroom on the first floor, 1 bedroom on the ground floor, 1 driver's room on the ground floor, 1 guest suite on the ground floor, and base on the basement you have another maid's room available. So this is an amazing layout. 500 square foot of master bedroom, which gives you a grand sanctuary. It's with its own ensuite bathroom and its own private walk-in wardrobe. Now you have a 5-bedroom with its own plot size of 9,700, average built-up area of 7,922. This is without the basement. So again, you can go to the ground floor, same kind of size, same kind of feeling, but bigger space. Main entrance, again you have a show kitchen, formal dining, majlis, a lift, own guest suite, attached washroom, a kitchen, closed kitchen or dirty kitchen, and show kitchen are different. Then you have a maid's room, attached washroom, you have a laundry room, you have outside the bathroom, a driver's room. It's completely separate, not like what you have in the 4-bedroom. Then you have a first floor. It comes up again, it has 1, 2 master suite, 3, 4 bedroom on the first floor. So all of them has its own ensuite. Now 1 on the ground floor, so that's how you have a 5-bedroom with out basement, the small one. And then you have a 5-bedroom. In the first one you have a terrace. So in the terrace you have your roof lounge access, you have a roof terrace, a private dining. It's amazing. You have a bathroom. So this is another adding floor onto this 5-bedroom layout. Now this is 5 bedroom with basement, comes up with an average size of 12,000 square foot of plot, average built up area of 10,311. This is your the basement. Again, you can zoom it in and have a look how the layout looks like. A foyer, a majlis on the left hand side, show kitchen on the right hand side, a kitchen, attached washroom for the maids, a laundry room, a powder room, 1 bedroom on the downstairs for the guest, a walk-in drove for a guest, so he's gonna live an amazing life as a guest. Now you have a basement into it. So in the basement you have a study room, a kitchen, a show kitchen, a leisure area, a family living area, a storeroom. You have everything. Then you have on the first floor what you have available. You have 1 bedroom right over here, 1 bedroom here, 1 bedroom here, 3. So you have in total 4 bedroom on the first floor. All of them have its own ensuite. Now then you have a rooftop. Again, same kind of a feeling. A rooftop lounge, a rooftop terrace. Comes up with its own washroom. So this is a 5 bedroom with basement. Now you have a 6 bedroom, which is the largest layout, which comes up with the basement, 16,000 square foot of plot, 12,700 square foot of built up area, almost 11,000 square foot of open area in the plot. So huge playing area for your kids, for your elder family members. Then you have an huge main entrance, a formal dining area, a kitchen, a maid's room, a driver's room on the outside, attached washroom, a dirty kitchen, an open kitchen, a formal dining area, a majlis area, guest suite with its own private washroom. Then you have an amazing backyard. Then this is your ground floor. Then you go into the basement. In the basement you have again a kitchen, a show kitchen, closed kitchen, family dining, leisure area, family living area, study room, powder room, lift, a storage room. Then on the first floor you have around another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bedrooms. So you have 1 right away attached washroom, 1 right away attached washroom, 1 master attached huge washroom, another bedroom on this side attached washroom, another bedroom for the kids. So this is on another walk-in drove. So you have 5 on the first floor. Then you have the rooftop. Again you have rooftop lounge and roof terrace. So this is all about the layouts. So I gave you a full detailed explanation of why someone should invest into Emaar Oasis, showed you the layouts, and if you would be interested to know more about the details, you can definitely contact me. I would have my WhatsApp link attached to the description. All these layouts and the brochures will be available in the description and the Google Drive link. You have few more availabilities on the Palace Vistara Villas, which has same kind of layouts, copy paste, nothing different, few minor details. If it would be on the left side, right hand side, depends on that, but everything is the same. I would also be attaching this layout. If you need more detailed explanation about the layouts, you can contact me. Thank you for understanding and watching this video.